Sleepyhead Productions.
Hey, how's it going everyone? Mick Ambrose from All About Tech. Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Electroneum, as there's been some things going on in the last few days which I haven't managed to cover yet. Long story short, I've done my three long day stint at work, but I'm actually now unemployed as I've just finished there. I've got a week off before I start my new job, since obviously finishing college in May. So I've been waiting a long time for this new job to start, so it's finally started and I absolutely cannot wait. But yeah, that's why I've not been able to cover for the last few days, because I've been at work, just finishing things up there. But just before I get into it, just want to let you guys know that me and my best friend Tom, we actually launched a podcast at the start of this week called Podcast Therapy. I'll leave a link in the description of our very first podcast episode. And yeah, we talk about some cool things in regards to tech, sport. We talk about news, anything that's trending. Basically, we talk about. So that's that. Moving into today's episode is the first thing I want to talk about is the price of Electroneum, because it saw like quite a hefty gain. It was up like 25%. And as you can see, Electroneum is currently sitting at 42 Satoshis, 4 tenths of a cent, just over. But if you look at the 7-day, I'm going to refresh it quickly actually. But if you look at the 7-day, we're still considerably up compared to where we were 7 days ago, which is really good. So yeah, we've had a big pump. It's corrected a bit. But we seem to be holding at around that 42 Satoshi mark, which is positive to see that we can hold. Our rank actually went up to about 87, which is really cool. It was quite unexpected, to be fair. But I've always said that Electroneum is massively undervalued anyway. But people don't tend to look at the real world use cases in terms of the price. They just look at the trade volume and basically what pure crypto people are thinking. But yeah, which is why Electroneum isn't the most liked cryptocurrency out there to the purists, but who cares, to be honest with you. What I want to do is just go into what was said in this video here. So Credits did a live Ask Me Anything video. I want to talk about this a little bit because those that were thinking that this was going to be an absolute announcement fest, it's not what that video was, to be honest with you. It was an Ask Me Anything where the Credits, Blockchain, Fusion and Electroneum representatives, with a moderator as well to kind of keep things flowing smoothly, which was really cool to see, kind of just went in and basically they spoke a lot about blockchain as a whole, as a technology, and what each of their projects do respectively to solve a problem. And Richard Ells holds himself, as you would expect, amazingly well. He's just a really good spokesperson. He's really good at public speaking. He's really good at getting these questions answered in a professional way. And you don't doubt his knowledge for what he's talking about for a second, because he's just so he's a confident, assertive speaker. So in terms of announcements, the only thing really that was announced in this video in regards to ETN was that the next country will be going live next week. I'm really excited to see what it's going to be. There are some rumors going around as to what country it's going to be, but obviously I'm not going to speculate on that. I'd like to just see the surprise as anyone else when it comes out. So there was also an article released recently from Being Crypto, which they also had some questions for Richard Ells, which he kindly agreed to answer for them. What you could do is you could just scroll through and have a little look at these questions here. It gives a little bit about Richard's background, what the plan is with Electroneum, what they're currently doing, what they're planning to do, what has been the biggest success of the project so far, what is Electroneum the fastest cryptocurrency, where he talks about the in terms of blockchain specifications and the centralized aspects of it, the app combined together makes them the fastest of what he's aware of. How people use Electroneum, which countries have seen the best uptake, and yeah, like I said, what you could do is I'll leave a link in the description. You can go and check out the whole of this interview. Not massive. No like spoilers really. I know that in terms of gig fare, it was kind of hinted that it was going to be Q4 of 2019 that the next phase happens. Yeah. So if it doesn't happen by the end of this month, and it does happen towards the end of the year, that could potentially be seen as quite disappointing, considering dates that get thrown around, etc. It's something that, in my opinion, kind of just needs to stop. It happens when it happens. Giving solid dates just it puts extra pressure on yourselves, and then you just set yourself up for a disappointment. Not saying it's not coming in the end of September, I don't know, but with the kind of hint that the next phase of things, which I would assume is gig fare. Gig fare seems like the next phase for Electroneum. Yeah, so that's that. There's only one more thing I want to really like brush up on, and that's, I just want to bring your attention to a couple tweets that kind of stood out for me over the last few days, which I've picked up on. Is this tweet that I actually retweeted? I retweeted it earlier today because I saw it, and I was moved by it. It was something that stuck out for me, and it literally represented what Electroneum is all about. You know, this tweet here shows somebody from the Philippines using their ETN rewards to buy themselves some goods, some groceries, and that for me is what ETN is all about. I'm so happy that this guy decided to share what he did with his ETN, because it is really important to kind of show that this is ETN being used. This is the mobile miner doing what it does and helping to support people. And like I say in my tweet, how many of the top 2,000 coins / tokens have helped in any way similar to what this person has experienced. So for me, that is really important. And then the only other thing I wanted to bring up quick was a tweet from #XRP. People have their opinions on XRP. I personally think, even though they're there to work with the banks, etc., what they're doing is well, it's a good idea, you know. Working with the banks is like, the banks aren't going to go away, so if you can't beat them, join them. And XRP has seen some massive gains as a result of that. But yeah, he thinks ETN will pull a 76,000% increase this bull run, and do the similar thing to what XRP did. Obviously, very similar circumstances. ETN, XRP took a long time to get that boost. ETN's taken a long time to get that boost. And pure crypto enthusiasts hate XRP, and they dislike ETN for the same reasons of it, for the centralized aspects of it, and etc. So for me, that's really important. To kind of note those similarities. I'm not saying that this is going to happen or anything. I just thought it was quite interesting. So those are the things that I wanted to just kind of pick up on today, let you guys know in terms of the information, etc. If you like this video, please give it a like, comment down below. It really does help the YouTube algorithm to get this video recommended to other people, etc. I've got more tech videos on the way. I've got a tech review of my Amazfit GTR smartwatch, which I recently picked up, really good bit of kit for the price. May I just give you a spoiler there. Also got another video on a new really inexpensive retro handheld as well that fits in your pocket. It's really small, that I'm going to be doing a review on as well. And apart from that, have a lovely rest of your weekend, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys out in the next video. Peace out.